Hey there. It's been a while since I've done a video. It's Kevin, Big K Horror, and I just kind of want to do a quick ramble about a recent horror film, and that's the Evil Dead remake. And so here it goes. Pretty much the story of this pretty much goes like this. I saw it opening night, and when it came that Thursday night when it came out, and when I walked out, I was kind of displeased with it. I didn't know what to make of it or what to think because pretty much it's completely different. It didn't feel like an Evil Dead film to me. And I'm not talking about like the humor and what people kind of confuse Part 2 with Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn with, because Evil Dead Part 1, the original one, was a completely different beast. Like, sure, it was hokey in the craft it was made, but at the same time, it had its own thing, but it had this fucking atmosphere, a supernatural atmosphere of just a clusterfuck atmosphere of supernatural stuff going on. And pretty much like, it just, the new one didn't really feel like it had all that. When they're possessed, they're not really they're not animated like they were in in the original. In this one, they're just pretty much more like what people would just call like torture porn possessed or whatever, like in the torture porn movies, like they just find a weapon and they just, torture you to death. That's pretty much how it kind of went, and I was just kind of like, what the hell, this wasn't like the supernatural clusterfuck I was expecting of the original. That was like an experience, but it did have juicy splatter, like harder than our gore, so that pleased me. So, I was cool with that. So then I saw it 2 days later with another friend who wanted me to check it out with him, and I was kind of bored. It was too soon for me to go see it, so that's that. It came out on Blu-ray. I picked it up and I gave it another whirl. And surprisingly to say, I fucking love it. I loved it, this time. And I've watched pieces of it again a fourth time, and I still enjoyed it. And I don't like the entire movie as a whole. Well, I mean, I do, but I mean, parts of it drag. Some things are unnecessary, but whatever. And it's also heavy full of exposition. Like, it tries to explain everything to you like you're an idiot. Like, everything that, it predicts everything that's going to happen throughout the movie by showing pages in the book with illustrations, and they'll flip to that, and they'll cut to, like, the character having what's done to them, what's done in the book, which is not the Necronomicon in this one, but just the book. And anyway, so my opinion now of it is pretty much it's a gorgeously filmed movie. I mean, it has great cinematography, and it's got great looking, like, cinematography of like shots, like great shots. And like I said, the splatter's great, and I even enjoy the acting of the lead character played by Jane Levy, Mia. I liked her plight, the whole drug spin on it of her trying to come, detox, intervention and all that. It put an interesting angle on the whole, oh, is she, possessed, or is she just detoxing kind of effect? Like, I like that. And, yeah, no, I mean, and it had some awesome some set pieces in it were so amazing. Like, some of the scene, like, I actually kind of like the beginning. Now, it had to grow on me, but I like it now. The very beginning involving the girl being set on fire. And by the way, some minor spoilers, I won't go into too much, though. But the quintessential chase scene through the woods, where the woods come alive after Mia, and then the abomination appears, and that coil thing comes over, like that whole sequence, like from the point she crashes into the water, gets out of the water, and that the abomination comes up rising out of the muddy water, swamp or whatever, like from that point to the point where it ends with her in the woods, like that was amazing in my opinion. Like that was just fucking awesome. And I actually thought the idea of the abomination was a very awesome new and different touch on the mythos of Evil Dead that Sam Raimi started. I liked it. I liked the abomination, and I loved how during the end blood rain conclusion with the Bloodstorm, how it comes back rising out of the ground. I thought that was fucking awesome, and the whole finale, the showdown with that was awesome. And of course, there's like good, like when the ball gets rolling with when Mia, like when everyone realizes that Mia is fucking crazy possessed, after she fires a shotgun, and let's just say, kind of vomits all over one of the characters before being thrown into the cellar. When from that point on, that whole set piece is good, and and then there's tons of more. There's tons more set pieces and graphic things that happen with people involving shards of glass, needles, nail guns. a tire iron or whatever, like it just a whole gamut of shit. And everyone knows about the trailer with the electric carving knife. So anyway, needless to say, it took several repeat viewings, which I know to some people are like, well, fuck that, I don't have to see a movie I didn't like the first time 4 more times. Well, that's just it. This thing I knew there was something redeemable about this movie when it came to the images, like the images that the director conceived and put into shots were awesome. Like, the images in this film, the shots and stuff. But again, the possessions itself are a bit lackluster compared to the original, because I'm a big fan of the original, and that means the original. And that's I like Evil Dead 2, but I think it's overrated. And Army of Darkness is enjoyable, but it's not really part of Evil Dead. It is, but it's a complete comedy, so it's not horror. But anyway, but I like this one. I thought it was an interesting addition to it. But yeah, I didn't like it at first. But after I came back, just think of it this way: if you go after knowing what you're going to know to expect, go back, watch it again, and just see if the imagery and some of the ideas. Think of it this way. This is how I look at it. It's not really an Evil Dead remake to me. To me, I look at it as just another young adults. A bunch of another young adult in peril, in the woods movie. It's another one of those, another cabin in the woods movie. That's what I kind of consider it, and I dig it. I swear to God, if this movie did not have Evil Dead as the title, it would have been a big hit, especially because of all the splatter and practical makeup effects. Anyway, and that's my opinion. Sorry for some spoilers. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, but I forgot. Oh well. Sorry. Peace out.